The Prime Minister named Canada Nickel's Crawford Nickel Project north of Timmins as one of its nation-building projects today. CTV's Lydia Chubak reports this designation is aimed at getting the nickel mine up and running as fast as possible.
Canada Nickel's Crawford Nickel Project, located about 40 kilometers north of Timmins, is on the brink of becoming the largest nickel sulfide mine in the Western world. Today, the federal government named it a nation-building project.
I can tell you that when, for example, China put export restrictions on a number of critical minerals, many major manufacturers were close to shutting down their operations. That's not good for Canada. That's not good for our allies. The reality is nickel is one of those commodities that are being manipulated today. Crawford is a step to debottlenecking or reducing that stranglehold on critical minerals.
The label puts the project in the fast lane to getting built quicker.
This clear sign from the federal government that this is a project they want to see go forward makes those discussions that we're having with partners in Japan, Korea, and other G7 countries move that much quickly.
Hodgson says the federal government is putting up approximately $6.8 million, and the investment will help the company attract the capital it needs.
What we want to do is enable things so that the private sector funds it. And by it doing that, the next mine that comes along, people will say, hey, Crawford did it. We can do it too. That's the goal.
Selby says as a priority project, he's hoping that will also help Canada Nickel access future funding envelopes and permitting quicker as well. The company also has a first-of-its-kind Indigenous ownership deal with Taquatagamu Nation, which the company says is the largest ever First Nation investment in a critical minerals project. It also has partnerships with several other First Nation organizations.
That's something that doesn't happen overnight, but over 6 years, we've built the relationships, we've created the opportunities, and very much looking forward to working together with them to make the project a reality.
Selby hopes with today's designation he can welcome everyone who was here today back for a grand opening next year at its property on Highway 655. Lydia Chubak, CTV News, Timmins.
And the Ontario Mining Association was pleased by the announcement today, saying Canada Nickel's Crawford project will lead the way for other mining investments in the province.
I think if we see it for projects like Canada Nickel's project, we're going to start seeing it for others. And it's really important to be able to see that progress, to see projects in the pipeline like the Crawford project come to fruition and get this kind of support. I'm confident that both levels of government, they're really trying to take a whole of government approach to this, right? All their departments are getting together to show that mining is a critical priority for the province and for the country.
The mining sector as a whole was on the federal minister's mind yesterday when he was in Sudbury. Tim Hodgson says he wants to understand what's needed to better support the industry and the communities that are dependent on it. With the world knocking on Canada's door for critical minerals, Hodgson says he's looking to ensure Canada can capitalize. Some of the issues raised in Sudbury were clarity for permitting new mines, environmental responsibility, and working closely with First Nations.
We have all of the critical minerals that the rest of the world needs. Our G7 allies are begging us for an opportunity to have supply chains that are with us that don't involve non-market actors. And it's our opportunity to deliver that. And that will create good paying jobs for people, right here in Northern Ontario.